Welcome to this week's video, and this week we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and its insanity little ride up to the moon there that's done over the last few weeks, and just where I think it's going to be going now over the next month or so. Actually, to be honest, I've been predicting this for quite some time now, so this is long overdue.
But I told you so.
Plus, also, I'm going to be answering some of your questions over on Telegram with regards to Satoshi's mines and some of the investments there. So, yeah, let's get on with it. So first up, Bitcoin, and it went up to insane levels. Now, if you were to check out Bitcoin against some of the other altcoins, and perhaps as Bitcoin was going up, these altcoins, they've all been going down. They've all been suffering. They've been bleeding the entire time. And a lot of people are just waiting for Bitcoin to turn so that the alts can have some recovery and start going up. But that's not really the way it works. Generally, if Bitcoin goes up, then the altcoins tend to follow Bitcoin upwards. And then when Bitcoin comes down, the altcoins again follow and go down. But this time, in 2019, for some reason, Bitcoin's been going up, the alts have been getting hammered. And now that Bitcoin's turned and gone down, the alts are continuing down even more. So it's a bit strange. It is a little bit odd, and it does have you question, why are we investing in altcoins, you know, particularly things like Satoshi's mines? Should we just be investing in Bitcoin instead? Which is a pretty fair question, to be honest. One I've certainly been asking a lot over the last few weeks. So I've done a lot of research into it. I've been looking at a lot of the charts over the last few years of history and come up with something that I'm going to be sharing over the next few videos to come over the next few weeks. And anyway, let's just get into the more interesting stuff, which is Bitcoin. Where is it? Where's it going? Now, a few weeks ago on Telegram, I did mention that when it went up to about 14,000, I mentioned to someone on there that I was expecting a double top. So I thought it was going to go down for a while, maybe a week or so, is what I think I put. And then it would be coming up again to form a double top before heading back down to about 8,000 or about 8,200, I should imagine, somewhere around there. However, Bitcoin has been pretty unpredictable and it totally overshot really where it should have gone. I was expecting when it was up around 9 that it'd fall back down to 6, but it never happened. It just kept rising. And I think because it's gone so far out of control, that you might find that it may, if it goes down to 8,200, it should hit the 120-day moving average, which I've always said, guys, that that's pretty important with Bitcoin. It always hits that 120-day moving average, bounces higher. But as it went so high, so unrealistically crazy high, it might actually come down under the 120-day moving average, maybe moving down to about 6,000. Who knows, right? It could do that. I'm not 100% sure, but I should think about 8,000 is going to be a good price to start getting back into Bitcoin if you did sell off a few days ago. So that's Bitcoin. Now time to answer some of your questions from over on Telegram. We have Michael here, and question number 1, he says, looking at your home screen, this is on Satoshi's mines, you can see the tabs invested, current and earnings. And what I would like explained in particular is the current value tab. So the current value on there, as you've already got invested, so that's the amount of Bitcoin you invested in Satoshi's mines, and underneath the current dollar value of that Bitcoin. So if you had just held Bitcoin, that's what it would be worth right now. The current value is the combined total of all the masternodes that you have a share in. So whether it's Zcoin or PivX, it basically takes that share, maybe 20%, 15%, whatever your share's worth, converts it into Bitcoin, and then adds up all those Bitcoin amounts plus whatever Bitcoin you've already got left over, sat there waiting to be invested, adds all of that up, and then gives the current value of whatever that is. So right now, because Bitcoin's gone up so high, it's likely to be lower than if you just held Bitcoin, which is really annoying and frustrating for me, which is why we're doing this whole other series on Bitcoin versus altcoins coming out over the next few weeks. Now, here we have question number 2. It says, often your earnings report, negative or positive, on page get updated. Oh, right, okay. How often does your earnings report get updated? Weekly, monthly, or yearly? So on Satoshi's Minds, we pay out every single week. So on a Friday, we run through all the earnings from all the masternodes and then just update the database. So weekly is when it gets updated. And lastly, question number 3. We have, when you add $100 per month to your account, is it used in increasing your stake in 5 masternodes on your priority list in the account, or is it put into each one masternode, and do we have a say in which one it goes into? Okay, so basically, if you chose to add more cash into your Satoshi's Minds account each month, you can't extend the amount that you already have in a masternode. So say you have 10% in a masternode, which is running and exists in real life, somebody else already owns the other 90%, or quite likely maybe about 10 or 15 other people. So you can't, enhance the amount you own because it's already owned by other people. So all you're doing is basically adding more funds to be invested into new masternodes. What they will be all depends on what you have in your wish list and what other people have in their wish list. I.e., say you want to invest into something like energy and you've got that number 1 on your priority list, that is what we would want you invested in firstly. However, if there's not enough other people with enough cash available to invest in energy, which is currently about $60,000 right now for a masternode, then that's not going to happen. So then we'll come down to your number 2 and we'll try and find enough other people with that also in their wish list until we can build a whole masternode and give you a share of that. So that's how it works. It all goes week by week. I hope that that's answered your questions as well. Probably other people on here as well wondering the same thing. So that's it, guys. That's all we have for you this week because I'm very busy creating videos for next week already. So quite a short video this week. And just one more thing to look forward to as well, besides the video next week, is we now have merchandise available here on YouTube. So underneath this video, you might be able to scroll down as long as you have your adverts disabled. So if you've got one of those ad blockers, these merchandise will not show. But if you don't have ad blocker installed on your browser, then if you scroll down below the video, you'll be able to see the all new merchandise store that we've made with Teespring, and some really cool t-shirt ideas, some which you've probably seen myself wearing, like this one here, plus a bunch of others as well, which we designed a few months ago. We were going to add it to our main website, Moocharoo Ninja, but with so much going on with Satoshi's Minds and so much development to do, we just don't have enough staff right now to develop everything that we'd like to. So there we go. So it's currently through Teespring. If you're into that, check it out. If not, so guys, any questions, anytime, do not hesitate. Just grab me over on Telegram. There'll be a link in the description down below this video to our Telegram group. So just go there and ask me anything you like there. And maybe I'll answer in a video, or maybe I'll just DM you there on Telegram instead. That's it for now, and I can't wait to see you in next week's video. It's going to be really cool. Make sure you check it out. See you later.
We're always on the edge. We fight and make love at the same time. Would you break up just because I told you?